probably didn't realise the connection between mental health and just being outdoors.
Yeah.
Because took it for granted before.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas when you're so bogged down just in the like trenches of it, that getting out for a walk really dictates how I feel about the day and how productive I am throughout the day as well.
Yeah. And even just like leaving your phone at home or whatever.
Yeah.
While taking the kids out.
Yeah. Welcome everybody to the Project Transform Podcast. Got it right this week. Where we talk all things health, fitness and lifestyle. I'm your host, Maddy.
And I'm the main host, Chucky.
Main host. He's not a guest this week.
I'm not a guest any week.
Are you sure? The feedback I get is you're a guest.
Top dog.
Top dog, always.
Yeah.
Always. How's the week been?
Not too bad.
Yeah?
Not too bad at all.
What have you done? Still running?
I did go for a run, yeah.
Oh,
Played hockey last week. And then...
Is that two separate occasions? Or is that the one?
No, that's two separate. Yeah, I ran on...
Oh.
When did I run? Tuesday I ran.
How far?
Just 4K.
Oh,
yeah.
Very nice.
Thanks.
Still want to do a marathon?
No.
No.
You? Did you run this week?
Definitely not. No, I don't run. I'm not a runner. Every now and then I think about it, and then I think back to COVID when you added running in, and I realise I just don't want to be a runner.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm okay with that. Rather jump on a spin bike.
And
I would rather do a class.
Running's a big fad at the moment, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Running clubs and shit?
Yeah. Maybe we'll start a running club.
Definitely not starting a running club.
You should. 6 a.m. 6 a.m. on Saturday morning.
I've had a few clients go, are you starting a running club now that you've done a run? And I'm like, no. Yeah, my running club will be, let's go to
Park Run.
We'll just gather there.
We'll hand out little embroidered Project Transforms that you can put on your...
Yeah, little...
Yeah, or a little
number.
badge. Just a badge with your face on it.
Yeah,
and
like at school when you had your name and it was in a plastic like thing that you clipped to your shirt.
And
or a sticker.
Riley plays basketball down at Pakenham, and they, after the games, because they get huge crowds there, after the games, the president has organised for the boys to go out and give all of the little kids something, like as a way to keep them involved in the club and keep coming back for years. Anyway, last year they did badges with all the boys' faces on them, and there were little kids that were collecting all of them. Well, they're doing badges again this year. I haven't got Riley's badge yet. I've got some of the other boys though, ready for DJ when we go to watch him play. It's so cute. We'll start that for you. A full collectible.
Oh. How big's a crowd?
Have you ever been to the Cardinia? Like the... No, it's the big swimming pool, like YMCA kind of thing there.
Yeah, I know where it is. Never been in it.
When they pull out the grandstand...
Here we go.
Like, there's a few hundred. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah, well, like, it fills up.
Okay.
No, there'd have to be more, because they sold 400 memberships.
Doesn't mean
so maybe it's 1,000.
Doesn't mean there's going to be 400 people there at once.
Yeah. Every week. And when it's finals
Riley feels
time,
like a superstar.
Oh, especially when they call him out.
Yeah.
Riley Pollard, sponsored by Project Transform. Loves it. And then they all together singing the anthem. Chucky made fun of this the other week. And then
I'll do it this weekend.
I actually told Jack about this. I said, Chucky laughed at this because I was talking to him. And he goes, what do you mean he laughed? It's obviously serious if they're singing the anthem.
I'm all for the anthem.
No one sings it.
Yeah. Does Riley even know the words?
Probably not. He probably could sing the American anthem.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah. So, Mother's Day this weekend.
Mother's Day.
Have you got a present?
Oh, I'm not getting a present, no.
No.
I'm the father.
For your beautiful wife.
I didn't get it, it's not my mother.
Did you organise your kids?
Yeah.
Good.
Halo picked them.
Is that...
It's the first one where I said to Mel, I'm like...
Sorry.
Eli's picking your presents this year. You get what you're given.
That's so mean to Mel.
Why?
All a mum wants... I can say this now. All a mum wants is 5 seconds to herself and a really nice gift that she wants. And also the fun little things that the kids pick, because then it's cute.
Right.
They want both.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do this weekend? Go out and get her
Now
the
let me
gift
ask
that
you a
she
question.
wants.
At the this day and age,
Yes.
does your dad buy your mum a present for Mother's Day?
No, because now it's up to me, because I
Correct.
know what she wants.
Yeah. Eli's at the age where he can pick things.
Yeah.
Mel took him into BCF and he went bananas and picked whatever.
Don't tell me you didn't like your gifts.
I enjoyed them. Yes.
Exactly. And the beautiful wrapping.
Yeah.
That
We
was
went
very
into a shop
interesting.
that Mel enjoys and I said, go bananas.
Do you have a price range? Or are you not allowed to say it because Mel's here?
I don't know. I'll just go, yep, that'll do.
I hope it's good, Mel.
She'll love it. She already got hers anyway.
What do you mean? That's
Slippers.
That wasn't for Mother's Day.
It was it not? Melissa?
Okay.
It was. I got it early.
Weigh in here though.
Sent a video to Andrew of Eli. Andrew. Saying, can Mum please open her present?
Oh. That's very cute.
Yeah, she's using the kids.
Why wouldn't you? Why not? Alright then.
We'll check back in a few
We'll check
years
back
when
in, yeah.
Dwayne's at the age where James can just go, right mate, go for gold.
Oh, I already know.
I'll pay.
I already know. It's going to be bad. It's going to be exactly what my dad did. Just when he would give us all like $50 or whatever in Kmart. And
Good
he'd
luck.
go buy whatever. And the boys would come back with like a basketball.
Or the
and
old-
a game, Lego for them to play with.
The stall at school.
Yes.
And ours was at Drawn South Primary. And I remember going in there and going, yep, Dad'll like coloured electrical tape, like the long...
Oh, yeah.
The black one, red, blue and yellow. Every year I reckon he got...
Ones too.
Yeah, every year I reckon he got a fucking thing of electrical
there
tape.
you
Probably still
go.
had some from left over the year before. And then some
There
shit
you
otherwise,
go.
like a screwdriver or something.
I'm trying to think what we got, Dad. It was always like a mug or playing cards, because Dad never wanted to play card games with us, and we're a big card game family. He would just sit behind, so we'd buy him cards in the hopes that maybe he'd
One
finally
day,
play. Yeah.
Oh, well, Mother's
loved
Day.
it, though.
First Mother's Day. Breakfast in bed.
Bed. Oh, I don't know. James has got basketball in Bellarine, which is 3 hours away. So
What time does it
see.
start?
2. Got to be there at 12:30. So
9 o'clock.
yeah.
Pretty sure we can wake you up at 7 and go, here's breakfast in bed.
Oh, I'll be awake anyway.
There you go.
We don't sleep.
All
We'll
right.
see. Anyway.
Today's about you,
Oh,
Maddie.
all right. Here we go.
Questions. Well, not questions. We were going to go back in time a little bit. We're going to
Oh, you've got very
ask about
storyteller.
your journey.
Okay.
You're from start to finish.
Yeah.
Maddie's already given me the challenge to make her cry, so
Don't you just have to say that and I could feel them well
yeah.
enough.
Whether it
Don't
be
have tissue.
bullying or emotional, either one. Tears a tear.
Yeah, it
Counts.
is too. Yeah.
All right, so let's go back a day
Okay.
to the start. I suppose let's talk about. We'll touch on like as you were as a kid and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll just speed it up to.
Yeah.
I suppose getting into the fitness industry, and then we'll go from
Yeah.
there. So, how were you as a kid? Like, were you an active kid, or were you?
Yeah, I would say I was. Like, we didn't have... Like, yeah, we would watch The Wiggles and, like, loved a good Disney movie, but I don't remember the TV being on a lot, and Dad was always outside, and I always wanted to be with him. And he would take us for bike rides, and they're some of my core memories of him. And so yeah, I would say as a kid I was, and then I always swum. So I did a lot of swimming, and then played basketball, netball, was like always involved in sport, and probably only stopped when I was 16 because I started working on Saturdays. and went, like, work's more important. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like, were you, because I know I was naturally real competitive as a kid, were you naturally like that, or were you like, you just enjoyed doing it?
Yeah, no, I want to win. Like, I
From the
also...
stories I've heard of, you can definitely tell.
A little bit competitive, maybe. Yeah, no, I think I am competitive because more so if somebody's pushing me around on the court, I'm going to push you back. Like, don't get in my space and don't think that you're better than me because I'm going to dribble the ball right past you or something. That's it, like D grade, you know.
Dribble?
Yeah.
Were we in primary school?
No. I'm going to cross you up.
Oh, yeah. Basketball.
Yeah. No, or like if you're on a netball court, say, and you think you're going to outrun me, you're not. I will outrun you. Don't even try. Yeah. So there you go.
But you didn't like running.
No, I don't. In a sport sense, yes, I'll run.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
That's where, like, if I'm distracted, I'm sweating.
Yeah. If it's like for a purpose. See ball, get ball.
Yeah. So, I suppose naturally, like, did that flip you into, I suppose, fitness?
Yeah.
Like it did me, or is it like...
Well, I remember, I don't know, actually. I don't think it did. I think I remember joining a gym with a friend from high school, and we were, I would have been 15, joining like Curves. That's what it was, because her mum went to Curves. Yeah, and so I would go in, I went to school like not around here, and so I would get the bus to Moe, and there was one in Moe, and I'd have nearly an hour before my train would get there to come home. So my friend and I, we would go to Curves to the gym in between, and then I would go home after that. So I think that got me in there, but that came from being unhappy about how I looked. It was always very body conscious, even as a teenager. Yeah.
And did you start, like, I suppose a lot of teenagers these days are very aware and educated, I guess, to a degree.
Yeah.
About food and training and that kind of stuff. Because when I was a kid, it was just not like a thing. The better kids at sport went to gym just to help footy or whatever.
Yeah.
But did you, I suppose, look into a lot of nutrition and start restricting or anything? Or
yeah, I definitely started restricting, but then I would like have a binge. My family are very big snackers, especially at events. There's always food involved, and we just like if there's a platter there, just snack about. I remember, and I laugh about it now, but I remember I think I was in year 8, and there was this one girl that was obviously very conscious about it, and maybe this is where I flipped and went, oh, maybe I need to be conscious of this.
Yeah.
She's gone, I've gone on a lettuce diet. And I remember thinking, what? And she's you only eat lettuce all day. And that's, she literally would go to the supermarket in the morning before school, get a lettuce, and she would eat lettuce throughout the day.
Iceberg?
Yes, obviously, crunchy. And then that was it. That's all she would eat. And because she wanted to lose weight. And if I think about it now, that's obviously a core memory that's there. Potentially that was maybe what got me a little bit more conscious about food. But I don't think I really started learning about it at all until I was probably 18. And I did a challenge with my mum. And that's where I started learning a lot more about, like, you know, protein to help keep you a little bit fuller and that sort of thing. And then I got pretty obsessed with trying to make healthy swaps for everything. But, it was very much like a restrict binge cycle, especially on the weekends. Yeah.
And I suppose, like, how is that, I suppose, flipping forward a little bit, like, do you use anything from back then now with clients or even yourself, or is it more just like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that? It's more of like an experience thing of,
I think more experience.
I fucked up here and I shouldn't do that again.
Yeah, definitely more experience and knowing. I think coming from a place of I understand how you're feeling for clients now. I understand what you're doing but I also can pinpoint what it was that changed it for me,
Mm-hmm.
and to have a much healthier relationship with food, and to get out of that binge restrict
Mm-hmm.
cycle. So I think, I think definitely more an experience thing. There's nothing that I would use. Maybe like a few foods that I enjoyed on a challenge. I think, oh yeah, that was delicious. Like have that. That's a great idea. But not from a we should implement this, because no, it was what not to do.
Yeah.
Don't eat just lettuce for the day.
Yeah. Don't do that.
No,
It's dumb.
that's very dumb.
Maybe just a bit. No,
Fair
I'm
say.
joking. Yeah, cool. So I suppose flipping to where you started, obviously you're a hairdresser pre-fitness world.
Yeah.
How did you flip into, I suppose, being a PT or an instructor and stuff?
So I was training at what was Super Fit Boxing, and then it flipped over and it was a CrossFit gym. And I really enjoyed CrossFit. And at the time, there was an instructor there that had come on who was mainly Les Mills. And I had been thinking about, I wanted to get out of hairdressing mainly because I was pretty allergic to hair dye and like using it all the time. I think it was a lot of other things as well. I don't think it's just the dye, but like
The dye.
Yeah.
Get out.
But I was going through a lot, like what is it that I want to do? What is it that I love about my job now? Because I didn't hate hairdressing. I didn't. I knew very early on that it wasn't what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, or when I grew up. That's what I kept thinking. But I couldn't pinpoint what it was. And all I knew was that I really loved working with people. And that was the best part about it. It wasn't necessarily the cutting of hair or colouring. It was the people. So then, as like through training through this gym, an opportunity literally just came out of nowhere, and Lou asked me, hey, we need somebody to teach body pump. You're really good at it as a participant. Would you be interested? And I was like, sick. Yeah, of course. Like, I love coming in and doing your class. Absolutely. Like, that's going to be great.
Now you're going to take your job.
Yeah. And so I went in, and she was my person that took me through, signed me off on everything. And I don't know, I think in that time I'd been doing a lot more CrossFit, doing a lot of Lou's classes. I really enjoyed the way that she taught, and she was very connected with her members. And yeah, like I just really enjoyed that side of it. And so then it just grew from there. I started taking body pump, and then at that gym they decided to get rid of Les Mills, and an opportunity at Voyage came up. Tammy actually said, hey, they're opening up another gym, like, would you be interested? And in that time I had kind of realised, oh, hang on, I can combine what I really enjoy. I'm really enjoying fitness, and I felt like I'd finally found some consistency and what I enjoyed without overdoing it either.
Yeah.
And so thought, hang on, I can pair these two together. I don't know that I'll ever be a PT. I might just work on the gym floor and be a group fitness instructor, and maybe do a bit of hairdressing on the side or something. I didn't really see where it would go eventually at that stage. And then, so I think during that time, I must have gone to, I think at that time too, I was thinking I would love to go do my CrossFit course because I really enjoyed it and I loved that style of training. And then I went to America, and funnily enough, this is not where I've ended up and not what I enjoyed, but I remember this being a pivotal moment in going to America. And I was with a friend who had a really bad injury to his knee, and he was going into they call it PT, but it's just physical therapy, physio.
Yeah.
And I just remember going, like, this is it. This is like what I want to do. I want to be in this industry. Like this is it. I'm helping people.
Yeah.
They're living a healthier life, and I'm with people. That's it. And so I came back, and just lots of different opportunities came up. Like Voyage came up, so I started in there and went down the group fitness path and realised like that was probably not, from a longevity standpoint, and wasn't where I wanted to be. I still enjoyed it, but not long term. And then went, I'll finish my personal training course and I'll PT, because that, it kind of just seemed like the next progression. And throughout that time I went, oh no, hang on, it's not with injury that I want to work with, but I want to work within, like, I just want to be a PT and have fitness on the side. Yeah, like, and then lots of other stuff happened, and then you came along and I ended up where I am now. But it was lots of different moments that kind of led, and it was just, I think, being ready to take an opportunity when it came, which is where, like, why I'm here anyway.
Yeah, I suppose it's a big learning curve, I think, for a lot of people is like, as long as you're moving in the right direction, then just sort of roll with it.
Yeah, and that's something my dad's always been really big on. He has always said, and sometimes it can be overwhelming to think in this way, but he always said to me, always be ready for any opportunity that comes.
Yeah.
So if you want to go do something, start making the moves to get there. If you want to be a lawyer, start getting involved in that space. Like, meet lawyers, talk to lawyers, network, but also learn about it as much as you possibly can, and then the opportunity will come.
Yeah.
And I mean, at the end of the day, it comes back to working for what you want, because you're putting yourself in that spot.
Yeah.
But that's something I've always had in the back of my mind, and it's served me up until now. The opportunity has always come. I might have sat there for a while thinking, what am I doing? But it's come. Yeah. So,
cool.
What did I answer? Sorry.
PT, like, PT. Just PT. I suppose transitioning from group to PT, what sort of, obviously the longevity and that kind of stuff, but also what, like, sucked you in, obviously helping people and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But, like, what was the point where you were like, all right, like, this is what I want to do?
I think I saw that I could make an impact in group fitness, and I don't know, there's many people who attend my classes, and I'm sure there are people who didn't like them, but I wasn't a bad group fitness instructor. And so I would have lots of regulars coming to my class, and I saw the impact that I could have with them.
Yeah.
I don't think I realised it until later on that in my mind, I'm just like them. I'm just another person. I've had a background of being overweight, of not understanding food, all of this sort of stuff. And I was just lucky that I was able to pair it and become an instructor. But for them, their view was looking up on a stage and seeing somebody who, like, had it all together and was strong in their mind and fit and all of that. And so just talking with a lot of them and just giving them little tips and tricks from what I knew, and having compassion and seeing how much they could grow in that space really helped. And then when I started PTing and thought I would just do a mixture, then I got in and saw, oh, hang on, I can actually make a much bigger impact and work a lot more closely with people, and make, I don't want to say real change, because that's discounting group fitness, and I do think that people get a lot out of that, but it was different. It was very different, and there's one client in particular that comes to my mind right now, and I think about the journey that she's been on for
tears are coming.
Yeah, for the last few years. And I would never have been able to help her with that through group fitness.
Yeah.
So I think just being able to get in one-on-one, I don't know, it just... I think maybe I enjoyed it more being with the one person, and it was consistent too, but the impact was a lot heavier or bigger.
Yeah. I think with, like, the difference between group and, like you said, there's nothing wrong with group fitness from just a health and fitness side of things. But when it comes to actually making a difference and getting somebody from a point where they are to where they want to be.
Yeah.
You're only going to get so far with group fitness.
Yeah.
And
unless you're working in small groups.
Yeah. And because you got to spread your effort across a lot of people.
And that's something that just kind of crossed my mind just then is, I think coming from a participant's point of view, it's really easy to say, oh, they kind of forgot about me.
Yeah.
And then coming from the instructor's point of view, it's not that we've forgotten about you. Sometimes, we're dealing with 30 plus members sometimes at one time. It's hard to get around and to make sure that you're the sole focus of my attention for that hour.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time it's not that you've been forgotten, it's just that you're in a group setting and it's really it's hard to have a touch point with all of you in that time.
Yeah, and that one day, like, you might not need a lot of assistance.
Yeah.
Somebody else might need like a beginner or something.
Yeah.
So naturally you're going to gravitate towards that
That's
person.
it. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah.
Interesting. Pre-baby PT to post-baby.
Yeah.
I suppose obviously you haven't had, you're still only a little tacker at the moment, but like, I suppose, how have things changed pre and post? Like, what's the difference? Mainly, in terms of how you look at shit from the outside, of like, oh, I understand now, but also like, whether it be dealing with clients, because I was talking to a client this morning about this.
Yeah.
Post kids.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my perspective after, but
yeah.
Just what's the main sort of differences in how you are, how you treat things, what your main priorities are, all that kind of stuff?
I think I understand the chaos of mothers a lot more. That you are the real MVP. Like, you...
Mate.
No, not you. Sorry.
You're looking at
your
those.
wife.
Yeah.
Like, the chaos of your brain of trying to manage so many different things all at once, and trying to look after your health and fitness, and trying to worry about dinner, and trying to keep the house clean, like all of that, I didn't understand that. And I thought, I'm a very compassionate person, an empathetic person, but even then, did not understand how much of your brain is taken up. So I think I approach, because a lot of my clientele is mums, I approach that a lot differently in trying to get the most bang for your buck, because they just don't have time.
Yeah.
So how can we make this manageable? On the flip side, for people who aren't parents, I think I'm a little bit inclined to push it a little bit harder now, because don't tell me you don't have time.
Yeah.
I think, and I think too, actually, for people who have a time frame goal, I think I'm a little bit more, maybe it's just sleep deprivation, I don't know, but I do think I have a little bit less patience for you saying, I didn't do this.
Yeah, I think, like, from that instance is, like, I suppose the younger generation, you're in that pocket, but you're a mother, is like, you realise that you aren't uncomfortable yet.
Yeah.
Like, as a parent, like Mel's very good, and...
Yes, she is the one that you look up to.
Yeah,
so
always got up to the kids and all that kind of stuff, which I really appreciate, but, like, the younger generation are like, oh, like, I only got 7 hours sleep last night, like, I'm so tired. You know, shut your mouth. Like, you have no kids, you have a part-time job.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
And just...
Oh, you didn't feel like going to the gym?
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bad day, but I'm still here rocking up. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, let's wake up a little bit.
Yeah.
And
again, I have understanding for that. I definitely do. Like I said, I'm a very compassionate person. It can be to my own detriment at times. But there is a line. Especially if you have a goal, and we're very much, you have a goal, you want a result.
I think when you become a parent, like, everything becomes clearer in what, like, reality is when it comes to, oh, you have no kids. Like, that's a big wake-up call.
Yeah.
And even, like, when you just get a full-time job from a part-time job, like, it's a massive wake-up call to go, oh, shit, now I've got to prioritise a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely.
so it does clear a lot of shit up as soon as you have kids.
Yeah.
Like in just like somebody's ability to do it.
Yeah, definitely. So I think that's probably been the main difference pre and post. And again, it might just be sleep deprivation, I don't know, but maybe my patience will come back at some point.
Yeah.
It'll just be different.
Cool. I suppose what I was going to say, just sort of what I've learned as, I suppose, being a parent now is you realise that adults are just big children.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, I was like, why are you being so fucking...
Yeah.
But, like, we all crack a bit of a tantrum here and there and go, I can't be bothered doing this. Like, go and clean your room.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, just do it. Like, we're just kids at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we're rocking up to look after more kids.
Yeah.
But we have more right to go,
do it.
You're a fucking adult.
Yeah.
Pull your strides up and get on with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think, well, like, I think about this, we were very ready to have kids. Like, we'd been through a bit to get there, and so I still remember the Sunday, the last Sunday morning that we had, and remember thinking, this is the last Sunday morning we'll ever get to sleep in and just like have no responsibility. And even then, I don't think I understood what was about to come.
Yeah.
And just the level of, like, you just get things done. Yeah. Like, and sometimes I wish I could go back knowing what I know now to be even more prepared, but then I don't think anything will ever prepare you.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. For how
it's just a big responsibility.
Yeah.
It's like, it's all yours.
Yeah, you've got no choice.
Yeah.
Bad luck.
Yeah. Stiff. You made this choice.
Yeah. That's good.
Cool. I suppose, and now how you're finding PT, fitness, food, while juggling
so
a little banana.
Food is probably one thing, like from a personal note, that I'm really proud of. It's not perfect every day, don't get me wrong, but I really tried to prepare before he came to have meals in the freezer. So that I knew I at least was going to be able to eat. I don't think I realised just that you could forget. When people used to say, I forgot to eat, like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't have that issue, but there are times now where you just get busy in the day and there's someone calling for you and you just don't have time. So I'm glad that I prepped, and I think, like, I could have very, very easily gone back into I'm breastfeeding, like, I just need to eat, or this sort of stuff, or I just want to have snacks all the time. And don't get me wrong, I have had snacks, I have enjoyed, but I think all of the learning, and I was actually writing a post about this, but all of the learning from the last few years and building that relationship with food has made it a lot easier on the other side, because I'm actually not that stressed about it.
Yeah. Like,
yes, I want to be a fitness model, whatever, but everyone does, okay? But
there's lots of money in it, obviously.
Yeah, clearly. But I feel really comfortable with it, and I still feel like I have that freedom. Whereas I still can go back 10 years ago and I still feel that pressure and what's the opposite of freedom? Like, imprisonment? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, feeling so dragged down by food being every thought.
Yeah. In
my world. Like, I would wake up thinking about it because of how it was going to affect how I looked. Whereas it's just not even there. So I'm proud of the work that I did beforehand to learn about it, and also put into practice just eating food and not worrying about it too, and enjoying some food as well, and it not putting my progress on hold, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Training wise, freaking hard. Like, Like, he's laughing because he messaged me this week and I didn't message him back.
Yeah, rude.
Yeah, I know. It's hard. And it's a lot harder than I thought. I've been very lucky postpartum. I didn't have a lot of complications. I didn't have any ab separation or anything like that. The biggest thing I had is I had a cesarean. So just like sometimes it can be a little bit painful around where the scar is. But I still find that some movements feel different. I think a lot of that is coming from bending over a cot and resettling a baby and holding a baby and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. But just the time to get it done, I go through a list of priorities in my mind, and depending on the week, training sits higher, and then another week it's like, but I've just got to get work done. But I've just got to do this, but I've just got to do that. Or Dita's going through a phase where he really doesn't like his dad. He only wants me.
They all go through that, mate.
Yeah, like, looks at him, and if you're trying to resettle him in the night too, looks at him and just goes, like, only want mum. So that's made it hard as well, just challenging.
Yeah.
And I don't really like training on the weekends, but I'm having to.
I was going to say, is that more of a traditional thing?
Just get it all done during the week. Yeah, and I still don't love it. And if I'm going to do it, it needs to be at 7 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. So there's been a couple of weekends where I've come in here on Saturday morning at 7 and I actually trained with a couple of clients, which was really good. I really enjoyed doing that. Good. And because it pushed them, but it also forced me to push a bit harder because, again...
You can't have your clients beating you.
Competitive.
Yeah.
May have come in a little bit.
Yeah, I've done it a few times. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm going to win.
Yeah,
Because I'm the PT, I need to be better.
Yeah. The only thing I think I had going for me is that I had a baby 6 months ago, but apart from that, I was like, stop this.
Yeah.
So
you can swear if you want.
No, I can't. My mum might listen. So, yeah, just... I've found it hard to switch my mindset for that.
Yeah. Which
is interesting because, training's training. It's really not that big of an issue. Just get in and do it. So, yeah, that's been the hard part. But, I don't know, it's just hard. I'm probably doing a lot more walking than I ever used to. Walking in the pram, which is good. I'm enjoying... Probably didn't realise the connection between mental health and just being outdoors.
Yeah.
Because took it for granted before.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're so bogged down just in the trenches of it, that getting out for a walk really dictates how I feel about the day and how productive I am throughout the day as well.
Yeah. And even just leaving your phone at home or whatever.
Yeah.
While taking the kids out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been the back end of COVID. I think Eli was up and about. One thing that I suppose was good was we started to involve him.
Yeah.
So we'd strap him on my back and we'd do chin ups or he'd sit on your back and do push ups. Yeah. So I think when they get to Dwayne's probably a touch small to be come on mate, get involved.
Come on, let's push ups.
But when he gets to that point, it's a lot more. You still got to be watching them off the hooks and doing anything. But or not. I'm not a helicopter parent, but so Eli's not climbing up the shelves or anything
that's right.
That.
He used to. I remember training in your garage, and he'd be
just constantly climbing and shit.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot more stress free.
Yeah.
Because they're in it, they're involved.
And I'm kind of looking. I go between.
Depends if you want to difference is if you want a proper serious session.
Yeah.
Just don't aim for that with a kid around.
And that's funny you say that because when I came in and trained with a couple of clients, that's probably the first training session that I've had by myself, and it's so much better. Yes, I was with clients as well, but I think regardless of that, it would have been better. Yeah. I probably had one other one, but it's different. And even though he's just in a pram, I think that's still in my brain of, we're on a time frame. He could cry at any minute, so just get it done. Whereas when he's not there, you're oh, nah.
Sure.
Give it a bit of a crack.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. It's all crazy.
What other secrets have you got? I suppose that's a bit of an overview in terms of your journey, I guess, like in regards to health and fitness.
Yeah, and I think that's something, like, if anything I've learnt now and that I really do reflect on is I've learnt a lot more the importance of not dieting right now. Couldn't diet because I was having a baby. I was pregnant, and I wanted to jump in straight away and realised I couldn't. But having this time, I was literally talking to Jack about this too, of like, I just want to go. I just want to send it. I just want to get in and be so structured and do everything. But at the moment, I just can't. It's just not my time right now. But I'm excited for that. And I know that I'll hate myself again when I'm freaking starving. But I'm enjoying not feeling like that. Like the last time I dieted was nearly 2 years ago. That's wonderful. And I think I've learned the importance of that. And I wish that people could get to that point. Am I in my dream physique doing that? No, I'm not. But that doesn't mean that you have to get there first. You can have times and phases and you'll be a lot more adherent because you've had that time. And I think if there's anything that I want people to take away from that, it's that.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. Like, stop rushing.
Yeah.
That's something like, just, there will be a time, and yes, you'll have to make a time for that.
Yeah.
And it will be hard, but, you know, spend time just enjoying, spend time eating some
Stop
food.
and smell the roses, you know?
Yeah, that's it. Like, not being so... And I guess that's probably one of my, like, core values as a coach, or one of my whys, is I want people to feel like they have the same freedom that I found when it came to nutrition and just being able to enjoy training. Is, just being able to, like, eat some food and it not derail your progress. Because I was that person.
Yeah.
I've been there just drinking protein shakes all week so that I felt better.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're eating as much as you can get in your mouth. And to go from that to now is so refreshing to me. And then to be on the other side of having a baby and feel like, all those years culminating all of that has now paid off.
Yeah.
Is really, it's something I'm proud of for myself. Just, 18-year-old Maddy, even 15-year-old Maddy would have been proud of herself for that. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one big take home is, like, as long as the momentum is moving in the right direction, like, don't get down in the dumps if you slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't stop or go backwards.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing. And not stop in terms of, like, just slowing right down and stopping one thing.
Yeah.
Like, yes, training can stop for a week or two.
Yeah.
But
Don't
just...
let it stop forever.
Correct, yeah. And don't stop everything at once.
Yeah.
Like, if nutrition's off, make sure training's up.
Yeah. And this is literally what I wrote about in a post this week.
Oh, right, in your post policy.
Yeah. Was, yes, you might have a week where, you've eaten a bit more food, but get back on the next week. Or you might have a week where you didn't train as much.
Yeah.
Don't let it be another week of that happening. Get back on, and don't stop everything at once. There are things you can control. I don't care how busy you are.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of your progress, and yes, it won't be completely halted, but you can drink water. You can drink.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. You can go for a walk.
Yeah.
You've got time. Even if it's doing your washing, you've got time to move your body, kind of thing. So, yeah.
You'll find a pocket somewhere. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I'm trying to teach a couple of clients at the moment is, if you miss one day, just make it, like, that's fine. Like, there's been a couple of clients this week, like, I just couldn't get into training because I was chasing cows around the paddock trying to get them back into the main paddock and whatever else. I'm like, that's fine because you're still active.
Yeah.
Like, you racked up, 20,000 steps or whatever you're doing it, that's fine. Just make sure you, like, if you can't get the program in that day, everything else is sweet.
Yeah.
Steps are fine.
Yeah.
Water's being drunk, whatever.
Yeah.
Make sure you get in the next day. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. Like,
The
nothing's world's not going to collapse on itself.
Exactly. Or you're not going to put on 20 kilos because you've done that. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for that
Inside.
insight into history
No worries.
and your brain.
Yeah.
Didn't get you crying, but we might on the next topic.
Yeah.
Well, I've got questions first, and then you've got
That's
your little
true. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
spiel that you
Yeah.
were talking about at the start.
I forgot what I
The
was
three
talking
things.
about. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I won't cry. It's fine. I'm confident.
Oh, here we go.
I'll
So,
cry when I get home, actually. Like, thinking about going back to, like, 15-year-old Maddy.
yeah,
That took me back. Yeah. Go through the photos.
serious time at the moment, then
Yeah.
I'll hit you later.
Yeah. Alright, anyway, yes. We had some questions.
We did.
Yes. So, programming phases. This is what I wrote down to remind myself.
Yeah, no.
Yes. When and how long should a phase be? When do you move someone on to the next one? This is a generic answer. It depends on the client.
It depends. Yeah, always.
Oh, it's so hard to give a definite.
In short, yes, it depends. But like, there's always, I suppose,
Couple of markers to look for.
yeah, is if they're progressing consistently in that program,
Mm-hmm.
keep it going.
Yeah.
Like if it ain't,
Or
rule of thumb is if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Like you want to try and milk things as long as possible.
Mm.
The shorter time frames you've got. So if clients like, right, I've got to run in this,
Many weeks.
whatever it is, then you've got to step it out and go, because I've got to get from here to there.
Yeah, quickly.
I can't just do it in one.
Yeah.
So you've got to probably step things out a little bit faster
Mm-hmm.
than others. But otherwise, when it comes back to, I suppose, the majority of our clients is we've got to think of a lot of different scenarios.
Mm.
And if a client's really enjoying the program,
Yep.
one, what do you need to change it?
Yeah.
If it's, and a lot of people
They're
fall
probably
into
naturally going to progress.
oh,
in
I've
it
done
because
this for
they're
4
enjoying
weeks, I need a new one. And that's because that's what's has always been pushed into people. You
Yeah.
need a new program every 4 or 5 weeks.
it. Yeah.
Through COVID, we changed it every 2 weeks or 3 weeks
Yeah.
because
There's nothing else going on.
everybody had one barbell and that was about
Yeah,
it.
that's
So
it, yeah.
you could do the same amount of shit. So we had
Yeah.
to like chop and change, keep people active
Yeah.
in their brain, so they weren't getting bored. But like a lot of the time, I'll usually sit someone on a program for about 6, sometimes 8 weeks,
Yeah.
depending on.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure that, like in the first week, it's all about finding your weights and
Where you sit.
technique and all that kind of stuff. The second week, you're like, ooh, this is uncomfortable. Then third week, you're just starting to get into it.
Yeah.
So if you go and change it after 4 weeks, then
You really
you've
haven't-
only just started to find your feet with it.
Yeah, and you haven't maximised your potential in that time.
No.
Not at all.
No way. So then once you get, 3, 4 weeks in, that's when your body's now going, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Then we could start to really, I suppose, plod along.
Yeah.
If somebody's wearing out
Mm-hmm.
and just like, I'm just not recovering, I'm like, my shoulders are fucking knackered, whatever it is, then you go, okay, something's amiss. This is not good.
Yeah.
So we need to adjust something.
Yeah.
Have you been stretching, whatever, all that kind of stuff, normal
Yeah.
questions. But if so, then we go, okay, this needs to be a shorter time frame.
Yeah.
Or if you're pushing intensity, like volume, you don't want volume to last too long because then you just start to burn a candle at both ends. So you want to make it a little bit shorter. So, for example, got a couple of clients at the moment sort of going through a bit of a deload, I guess you would say. And that was more like, okay, we were pushing quite hard, so let's back it right off.
Yeah.
Now, I tend to play it as week blocks,
Yeah.
deloads, and I'll listen to sort of what's happening.
Yeah.
The harder you are in, the deeper you're in,
Yeah.
the longer you're going to need to
Yeah.
rejuvenate. So if somebody's been slogging it out for 20, 25 weeks, I'll give them like a 3-week deload.
Yeah.
Just to really allow their body to rejuvenate.
Yeah. Do you find it's dependent on clients too? Because I know I've got one who I've been working with for quite a while, and her capacity versus somebody else's, and I think it's mainly due to stress of her job and that sort of thing. She just doesn't have the same capacity to go as long or as hard as
Yep.
other people, and
Yeah.
so we'll strategically put them in. I wouldn't consider them fully deload weeks, but they're definitely lower intensity
Just
blocks.
back offs, yeah.
Yeah. A lot more often than what I would say for another client too.
Yeah.
And it's just because we've been working together for a long time, we know the signs a lot earlier now of, okay,
You do.
time to back that off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it like it depends on like age, gender, like amount of food they're on, like the whole lot. So stress is obviously a big thing, especially these days, that is harped on.
Yeah.
Which has an impact on recovery rate and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it depends on so many factors, but like I've got some clients that you can just keep pushing,
Yeah,
and
they just do it.
they're like, oh yeah, man.
Yeah, they feed off it.
Yeah, and then you've got other ones that are just like you said, probably maybe once every 7 or 8 weeks you might have to go, like, let's just back it off for a week, and then we'll go again.
Yep.
So yeah, it always depends, but
so you rule your markers.
6-ish weeks is the target.
Yeah.
Because that way your body's been in it for a little bit, you've adjusted it, and now we can really try and progress, whether it be reps, sets, weight, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Whatever that focus is at that time, and then back it off if we need to. If not, then we'll go, okay, here's the next block.
Yeah. Yeah. Markers that you would look for, obviously, is recoverability, if they're recovering, if they're not.
Yeah, resting heart rate, HRV.
Yep.
Weight, depending on whether they're like trying to lose weight or not. And I suppose...
Do you ever look at like stress management or how they are responding to stress in their life too?
Yeah. But that's more... I don't have it as a set like metric or anything. It's just more just like feeding off how they are.
Yeah.
Even like you can tell in someone's check-in, like just how they've written it.
Yeah. I
don't
said
even
that to
have
a
to
couple
write
of
it.
people actually. Like, you seem very flustered today when you've written,
Sure.
or
Yeah.
you seem very relaxed. Like,
Yeah. Like even simple things like sometimes they'll use emojis, other times they won't. You're like, oh, what's wrong here?
Yeah, not having a great week.
Yeah, and then like you can go off like blood pressure and other bits and pieces.
Yeah.
As well, but they're sort of the main markers that we look at.
Okay.
And then obviously strength
Yes, yeah.
is a big one.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'm just super weak this week. You know, go in. You weren't.
Yeah,
or
I
you
love
were.
that. I love it when they say, oh, I just haven't really done much. And you're like, have you? Or when they go, oh, this is what gets me. Oh, I just put up all my weights this week. And then you go through and you're like, did you?
Yeah.
Because that's
It's the
not
same
what
as
I've
last
got.
week,
Yeah. So actually, let's pull your finger
You're
out.
probably comparing it to the week before.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, and then, favourite protein powder?
It used to be the magic one.
Oh, it's so delicious.
I think it was called Wait Time. That was probably my pick. Even the strawberry one wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I liked the strawberry.
And now it's Primabolics.
Yeah, I haven't been able to delve too far into
Flavours
yet. I'm excited.
I think it's
for that.
overall a consistency thing and taste.
Yeah.
Like taste is a big thing. And like talking to Dad
Yeah.
about it, taste is the biggest thing of anything.
Why would you have something taste disgusting?
Yeah.
Not about it.
So if you've got something that tastes good and mixes good,
Yeah.
it will generally go alright.
Yeah.
But that's also a bit of a teller in terms of how good quality is too. So
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that actually.
Yeah. So little tricks, I guess. But that's our pick at the moment, and it sits well.
Yeah.
Magic was a bit iffy, where like some people would react to it, other people not so much. This one's a very clean one, which is good, and everybody that has tried it
loves it.
has been like, oh, like I'm not bloated anymore, and all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
I always get Dad to check everything like that anyway,
Yeah, it's so
just
good.
to make sure.
And then if you have one supplement for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Like sports supplement or just supplement across the board?
I think
We'll
supplement.
go both.
Yeah, I think yeah.
I think in terms of generic supplement, like magnesiums and multivitamins and all that kind of shit, for myself, what would I need the most?
Yeah.
Probably vitamin D.
Yeah.
Because I'm in here all the time.
Yeah.
What would I take otherwise?
For fun.
Well, I'm not just going to take a multivitamin for fun, but
No, but that's what I'm saying.
I'll go the sports one for fun.
Yeah.
Probably a protein powder.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I'm a bit of a sweet tooth, so it's like if I have pre-workout, I'm like, cool. Like I take it for what it does, not so much the taste.
Not because you can't live without it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then greens and shit can
Well,
handle
helps.
it, but
Yeah.
it's not like, fuck yeah, I'm hanging for it.
Yeah.
Or protein.
Yes, I can't wait to get some greens into me this
like a
morning.
protein shake, I'm like, oh yeah, I can mix that with that. Or
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I don't
fair.
mind it's a bit of
It's
milkshake.
What's versatile?
Mm.
That's the word. Yeah.
You?
Probably protein powder, because that's what I'm missing the most now at the moment.
Yeah.
So yes, it would be protein powder, and then honestly probably fish oil. Well, not like from the I know for me, with women's health and cycle and things like that, I've always been a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fun facts.
Yeah. All right. We've got one last thing
Yeah.
for some fun today.
I haven't thought about my answer either way.
Oh.
By the way, go for
You
it.
surely have. We're going to do a fantasy draft. We should have done this at the start, actually.
Yeah.
Mel's also going to jump in. She's here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be 1, you're 2, Mel's 3.
Right.
Right? So you have got to pick. We're doing animals.
Yeah.
Pretty much whose team would win.
Cool. In a fight.
Yeah, in a fight.
Cool.
Because that's what we are.
You're going
Well,
first.
you're clear. No, we'll see. The generator will choose.
You're going first.
The
You
generator
said
will
1.
choose. I'm 1, 2, 3, and then I'll get first. So whoever it chooses will get the first pick, and then we'll go around clockwise.
Oh, you pick one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Pick. Because what if I pick what you want?
Yeah.
All right. The generator. Oh, 1.
You go first then.
I'll go first. I will pick. You can't make up animals either. Just
No,
like you can't pick a unicorn.
like
In case you think
Yeah, right.
magical.
a dragon.
Yeah. You win.
Toothless off How to Train Dragon.
A crocodile.
A crocodile.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. What are you gonna pick?
A big grizzly bear.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. They're only capable for half of the year anyway.
I know.
Okay.
Otherwise, we get to sleep under the snow for a while.
Yeah. That's not going to help you in a fight.
Mum,
What if we're fighting in winter? Have you never seen Mulan?
I'm sure he'll wake up if he needs to.
Okay.
Just dong your
What's-
crocodile on
yeah.
the head like those machines. Mel, yours.
Yeah, what are you picking? What animal?
I don't really understand the concept, to be honest.
Where
You have to
you've
win.
got 3 animals
Yeah.
all having a punch on.
Oh, right.
Yeah. What are you picking?
A lion?
Interesting choice.
Generic.
Yeah.
That isn't allowed.
No,
No,
it
you
can be
can't.
whatever you want.
That's your pick, yeah. What do you got? You get 2 picks now.
Why?
Because you go back around now.
No, you
That's
go back
how
to
it
the
works.
start.
That is how a
Shut
fantasy
your
draft
mouth.
works.
Go. Just working around in a circle.
Cassowary.
Interesting.
Mm.
Well, my bear's going to eat that. And your crocodile.
No, it's not.
Your crocodile ain't moving
The
too quick.
crocodile is. You are not getting. You're not going to eat my crocodile.
Definitely.
We're going to
fucking
look
stomp on
up
it.
the animal kingdom in a
Yeah.
second.
Okay, here
What's
we
the
go.
most dangerous animal?
I'm going to go a hippo.
Yeah, they can
Smart.
Be, yeah. They can be, like, dangerous.
Fuck yeah. Quick as.
For everybody not watching.
Quick as over 20 metres.
For everybody that's watching the YouTube but can't see Mel because she's behind the camera, she just went like, oh,
Yeah,
hippo.
like proved that.
Oh,
one.
I should have picked that.
Yours?
Right, second.
I've got bear and a
second
hippo.
Mine's going to be generic again.
Maddie's going Australian.
pick.
I'm going to fucking emu next.
They're not
Or a
as
fucking
dangerous.
koala.
Yeah.
It'll hard get a death.
No, I had in my head gorilla.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, not bad, actually. They're very protective. If you've seen
You're going to
Tarzan.
have
Yeah. What have you got? Hippo and
a bear.
bear. There's
I'm spreading.
mixed bag, yeah.
Yeah, I'm spreading.
I don't know whether to go to the water or to go an insect.
This is Mozzie.
I
Shut
mean,
up.
they'll sting you. They'll
Oh,
spread
shut up.
diseases. I'm going to go like a fire ant.
You only get one, by the way.
Yeah, I've chosen fire ant.
You don't get a colony of fire ants.
No, that is incorrect.
You get one.
No, you don't. No, you don't. That's not the rules.
Cool. I'm gonna go. Oh, I don't know. Maybe like a spider or a snake. Where do I go? Which one?
Don't ask me.
I'll go a funnel web just for a little one that'll attack you at night.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know if I understand the concept because they sound like terrible choices.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm going, like,
Big.
Like, my next choice is an elephant.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, like, just big.
Yeah.
If you're in a punch on, surely the bigger the better. Like, you'll get squashed, you'll get eaten. Like, this gorilla's gonna, like,
The
he's
fire
got
is going
arms.
to burn you, or it's going to create fire.
Dumb.
And the cassowary,
Create fire.
that is
What's a cassowary?
the cassowary is going to like
It's not going to
kill
do
you.
shit.
Peck you to death.
It'll do it to
Here you go.
us, personally.
How's that gonna attack a gorilla or an elephant?
Most dangerous.
What's your spider gonna do? Poison.
We'll just run up your leg and bite your eye.
Most dangerous animals. Mosquito is number 1.
Oh, God. Oh, I get it. I fucking understand. There's a million of them.
Okay, so this is from sources across the web. Hang on, let's go. We should have done... The number 1 deadliest animal in the world is a mosquito.
What's number 2?
A snake.
Yeah.
So, this is by annual number of human deaths.
Yeah, I was going to say, for us,
Yeah.
not for
Are they
each other.
attacking each other or attacking humans?
No humans.
Oh,
This got dark.
They
This
are.
got dark, sorry.
Yeah.
But what about the animal?
What we're
fight?
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's each
Just
other.
between the animals, right?
Yeah.
Humans. So I'm gonna win.
Why?
I don't think you are, because at this stage it's human crocodile, so I'm winning.
Yeah, but it's fighting each other, you people.
Animals face...
My hippo will eat your crocodile.
They're fighting the animals.
Hippo's there.
You've got in a ring, lion, elephant, gorilla, hippo. Come
So
on.
for future, we need to...
Specify the rules.
Specify the rules. What? So what did you pick? You have elephant, lion,
And a gorilla
gorilla,
against.
big team,
Yeah,
big
yeah,
team. You
yeah.
would be scared, yeah. Would you go?
Against
a
a
bear,
Fucking spider.
hippo, and a spider.
You're
The
gonna
spider's
get
going to
crushed.
ride on the hippo.
Yeah, that's it. You know, in the movies where they jump on you, like little ones jump on you and...
You'll
Yeah.
have a sloth on your team. Sorry, very passionate.
I was going to say, what is your elephant going to do then?
So
Just
who's the
stand
most
there?
competitive person? I still think I win.
No
The
way.
cassowary
You're not even fucking close to
fast.
winning.
Cassowary's fast. It'll get you.
What? My bear will just fucking eat it.
Your bear's not going to catch it. Set a trap with the
on, mate.
fire ants.
You might as well just roast
And
chalk in
then-
the middle.
And then the bear goes tumbling into the water where the crocodile just goes, done, gone.
Alright.
On
Anyway.
that note, that's where we'll finish, guys.
I won that one. So
Let
anyway.
us know. Let us know who wins. But thank you very much for hosting me today.
You're welcome.
As always, give us a follow, give us a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We call that now.
Yeah.
You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Project Transform, or if you want to find me specifically, _Maddy. On our website, all the things.
Beautiful.
That's it. Any questions? Make
Shoot
sure you
'em through.
shoot them through. Any guests you'd like? Got a few lined up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we say that every week, but they've been pulling out
We
on us.
do,
so-
yeah, they
Anyway.
have. That's right. Next week.
All right.
All right.
Toodles.
Catch ya.